It's safe for one to assume that with all of the lawfare against Trump in New York, that people in New York ain't really rocking with him. But it's the complete opposite. And the left, the Democrats, they can't stand it, especially AOC.
What do you think about a big Donald Trump rally in the Bronx?
I mean, I think, as you mentioned earlier, this guy is stuck in court. And let's be very clear about the fact that he is stuck in court because over hush money payments for in order to quiet the story about him having sex with Stormy Daniels in the lead up to the in the lead up to the election. And I think that because he is stuck on so many charges around fraud and these payments, he is stuck in a pretty tight radius of where he can go. New York City's blue, Brooklyn is blue, Queens is blue, the Bronx is blue, and he's got nowhere to go. And so he's decided to come to the South Bronx. He's broke. He needs to pay these legal funds and, bussing people in order to get those donations so that he can funnel them to his legal fees is kind of his business right now.
She said that with so much confidence, like she really just did something. I like to see you hold a rally. She over there talking something. He ain't got nowhere to go, so he coming to the Bronx. Hey, if I was in the Bronx, which is a borough that I truly love, I enjoy. That's really the only borough that I go to when I'm in New York. But anyhow, she low-key just said something pretty offensive. Did y'all catch that? She pretty much was like, he only can go to the Bronx. Like, this is the only place that will accept him. She's saying that y'all scum out there, man. I ain't said. That's what she said, not me. I don't believe that. Trust me. But yeah, she over here, man, acting like she acting like it's just really over. You know what I mean? And you know what? I think she's more frustrated because when she turns on the news, when she turns off the news, she goes to like X and she walks the streets of the Bronx. This is what she sees.
If President Trump came here to the South Bronx, would you attend the rally?
Of course. I would want to meet Trump. I want to shake his hand. He's the only president that I see that can ever make America great again. He's capable of doing that.
I would love to go to a rally with Donald Trump come, because I'm a big Donald Trump supporter, and I will support him 100%.
Oh, yeah, definitely we're going to show him love. We're going to show him a lot of love, and, like they do in other states. We definitely need to see Trump here.
There's nothing but love for Donald Trump here in the South Bronx, the North Bronx, the East Bronx, and the West Bronx.
So you tell me...
We want Trump to come back. Please, bro. Biden, get out of here, bro.
I would come to the rally and support Trump because the Bronx need a change, and we need somebody that's really going to help this community.
I would definitely come to a Trump rally in the South Bronx. I like him.
You do?
Yes.
Yes, I will come to a rally if President Trump was to come to the Bronx, and I also would bring other people to come too and support him.
Would Joe Biden get a warm reception if he came to the Bronx?
No, he wouldn't have. And I'll make sure of that.
Now, that's an old clip right there, a clip that we've seen on this channel a few different times. But those are the people of the Bronx, the South Bronx, the East Bronx, the West Bronx, North Bronx, all the Bronx. And they saying the complete opposite of what AOC is projecting. She's pretty much saying like, hey, man, the Bronx, they ain't really rocking with them. It's a blue borough. Well, I always heard that the Bronx wasn't a city. It was just a borough. Anyhow, it's blue. And it's backed by the blue. After you had this presidential candidate in office for the last 3.5 years, I'm pretty sure that blue gonna turn into a stop sign by November. In my opinion, I think AOC, she know that her days are coming to a close in terms of a position if November don't go in her favor. So she's just doing everything she can. She throwing any axes, any nails she possibly can to try to intimidate Trump and try to somehow convince the public of propaganda zombies that Trump is broke and Trump don't have support in New York whatsoever. But she's having a hard time even trying to convince people of that. Sucks for you, AOC. Now you got to find out what life is really like once you leave that position. Well, hey, crazy, man. AOC claims that Donald Trump is hosting a rally in the Bronx today only because he needs the funds to pay for his legal fees. And this is an absolute embarrassment for him. Let's go ahead and remind AOC on how her district really feels about her. Wait, where are the drums?
Very classy. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I need the drums.
Are running up the streets of New York. They got some people like you. Come on, AOC, answer the question.
Hey, at least we can give her credit for one thing. She got a little rhythm. She was over there dancing to her little diss track. You know what I'm saying? She was over there, she took a little sip of water. She got a little pursed. It was a little thirsty, like she been thirsty to go out the town and all that. No. She needed a dry towel. She a little too. Let me stop right there. Let's just say that the Bronx is not only ready for Trump to pull up, but they also ready for him to get back in that White House.
Like struggling, people are getting desperate too. That brings the crime up. When you get poverty and you get a bunch of people that come here that get actually more benefits than the people that been here, then what?
This is real America. This right here, people are paying 30, 40% more. We were just going to buy Windex to clean the windshield. Everything is expensive. Everybody is hurting. People need to see that their leader cares about them. And Donald Trump does care about them. And that's why he's coming here.
Why do you want to see Donald Trump tomorrow?
But Donald Trump is the man. Everybody wants to see Donald Trump. And Donald Trump is the man.
Now, I'll say this. Although these interviews are good and entertaining to watch, are y'all registered, man? Make sure they register out there and ready for November. That's the biggest thing we need to be out here saying on these cameras. Apparently, this man never sleeps either. This is him arriving in New York at 2:20 a.m. And this is the clip of the South Bronx for Donald Trump, a mini rally kind of happening way like a week before the man showed up.
Yo voy a votar por Donald Trump. Trump, 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 Trump.
Everybody, it's Trump Latinos. Listen, y'all can see we in New York. Trump done hit us up and it's about to go down in the Bronx tomorrow. Y'all make sure y'all don't miss out, man. Pull up to the rally. Let's go. We in New York.
Yeah, AOC, you're gonna have to do more than that. The Bronx, they want him, and they want Donald Trump there. They do. And Trump, like I said, he arrived in New York at a little bit after 2 a.m. Right after leaving Texas, he made this statement: leaving the great state of Texas after a fantastic day in Houston and Dallas, heading for New York for the big rally in the South Bronx. It's been 50 years since such a thing as this has taken place. We are going to make New York great again. Far lower taxes, safe, jobs, good schools, and everything else that goes towards the American dream. We need our president back. AOC, this is backfiring the more this video goes on and on. We're going down memory lane. We have South Bronx Speaker Kevin Jenkins, who encouraged minorities to elect Trump for president. Now, this is in the Bronx.
About outside noise, we got to come together, Latino, Black Americans, white Americans, Jew Americans, to save this country. They are only interested in stripping us of our sovereignty, stripping us of our rights, stripping us of our religious rights, stripping us of our freedom of speech. They are moving fast. And we have to get together to make sure we support Donald Trump, to make sure we have somebody in the White House that will stand up for us. That's what it's all about. It's not about the outside noise. It's about us making noise together to save this country. And I'm so happy to see so many clergy people here because I lost faith in the church. I lost faith because I thought the church had forgotten the fact that their job was to stand up for the less unfortunate. And guess what? We have so many Americans doing so bad in this country because we have people in this country believe that they have the right to strip us of our humanity, strip us of everything that we own, strip us of our rights to raise our children the way we want to raise our children. We have to stand up against them. We have to make sure that our voices are louder than that. That's what we have to do. We have to stop standing silent, and we have to stop being quiet. We have to stand up against the tyranny of our time, like all of our leaders did for us. And that's what I mean. So it's not about just supporting Trump. It's supporting your rights. It's supporting this country's rights. It's supporting our children. It's making sure that we stand up against all of the things that are trying to take away the things that we fought for all of our lives. So we got to be louder than that, right? We got to be louder than that, right? And we got to be loud because we are on the right side. We're not on the wrong side. And all of you people at home that's scared to come out and say you support Donald Trump, we get you. We understand. You might lose your job. You might lose, but vote for him anyway. And when he comes to the Bronx next week, there should be 1 million people out there supporting him because guess what? He's standing up for America. That's why I'm here. As a black man, I'm standing here right now and I'm telling every black American, if you continue to support the Democratic Party, which is anti-black, you're a damn fool. You're a damn fool. Every policy prescription that they ever passed was to keep us strapped in poverty. Do you understand that? So we need to go knock on doors. We need to go talk to our friends. We have to tell them to shame the devil and tell the truth and stand up for our community. Now I'm telling you right now, this is a serious thing that's happening in this country. I'm telling you, don't play around with this. Do not play around with this. If Donald Trump is not back in office, you are going to be permanent slaves. Trust me, permanent slaves.
Sorry, OC. Sorry for you. It's not all this spewing that you're doing ain't working. And it turns out that people like having their community resources to themselves and not handed out to illegals and people whom aren't living here, who just showed up 5 minutes ago, bro. And as we can see, Donald Trump, he's the people's president. And I think deep down, outside of the political grifting that he's trying to remove, all of the deep swamp, I think deep down, they are jealous. They wish they can garner the amount of attention that Trump has been able to, despite everything that they've thrown at this man. I think they're sitting back pissed because none of it's working.